obviously you can look at me and tell that I am a connoisseur of good food, because I think it's important, to please your taste buds and be familiar with good food and things of that nature. Well, food doesn't just pop up and be good. I mean, although Grandma could really cook those collard greens and things of that nature, but it has taken on a different kind of perspective now, which means that one can really go to school to learn how to cook. And oftentimes we don't think about, but when we go to restaurants, be it a corner restaurant or be it a big fancy restaurant, then those individuals in most instances have been trained, because there's a certain process involved in cooking. And luckily, we have an institution right here in Central Georgia that deals with cooking. It's called Culinary. I've only been able to understand and pronounce that word for a few months, but at least now I know what it is. It's called, culinary education and training. And we do have an institution through Goodwill Industries that deal with teaching people how to cook. And let me just quickly say this. It's extremely important for our young people, because if you observe, and I'm talking about individuals who got relatives and children and nieces and nephews or what have you, what you have to do, everybody has a talent. Everybody has an area that they kind of want to get into. So if, in fact, mom's in the kitchen and the 5-year-old said, "Mama, help me may I help with this?" then that means that he or she is interested in cooking. So, and I say that to say that there's an avenue to get trained, and oftentimes people, are looking for themselves. Well, cooking might be one of the approaches to deal with where they want to go. This is a call to action.
A call to action.
I'm your host, Alex Habersham, and I use that long introduction because I was thinking about food as I was talking. And but on a serious note, we have somebody with us today who's with Helms College, the Culinary Division of Goodwill, and we're going to talk about the role that Helms plays, what it does, who can come, and things of that nature, in the person of Miss Deondra. I've been teasing, I did call her Deondra. I knew what Deondra. Deondra Diggs, who's the Director of Admissions for Helms College. How you doing?
I'm well, thank you. I'm glad to be here today.
Yeah, I'm glad that you came. And let's talk a minute about you. Just tell me who you are and talk a little bit about yourself.
Okay, well, gladly. Like I said, my name is Deondra Diggs. I am the Director of Admissions for Helms College here in Augusta, and I'm just glad to be here. I've been working in education for about 10 years now, in the admissions realm for about 6 years, so I just have a passion to help people, to push them towards their purpose. And if I can do that, I will do it to the best of my ability. Right. So that's why I'm here for Helms.
I'm sure you're doing it good. Well, did you leave Augusta?
I actually am from Clarksville, Tennessee. I moved to Georgia about a month ago.
Okay.
So
you just said Augusta. We talked about Augusta, but it's here in Macon. Mm-hmm. She's the local director of admission for Helms here in Macon. So you're from Tennessee, and mm-hmm. where did you work prior to coming here?
I worked for Delta Career Education Corporation, working in higher education and admissions department. And then previously I used to teach Spanish in a high school setting in Tennessee.
Okay, where'd you go to college?
I went to Middle Tennessee State University in Middle Tennessee.
You got a BS?
I do. I have a Bachelor's of Science in Spanish. I have a Master's in Education, Curriculum and Instruction, and I'm ABD with my dissertation for my doctorate in Educational Leadership.
You go, girl. You go. Well, welcome to Macon. How long have you been here?
About a month.
Oh, well, great. Well, welcome to Macon.
Thank you. I love it. Love the food.
Yeah. It's really good food, and thanks for coming. And a lot of people don't understand and realize the role that goodwill plays in our community. There are so many departments and facets, and I just wanted to say that because it deals with employment and training and education. And what you call that store, the retail store where you can go and buy
good retail store,
good clothes on the cheap. So it really does play a significant role in our community. Well, let's talk about Helms. You know, now what is the purpose of Helms? I mean, what is Helms all about?
Okay, well, I'll tell you, it is an extension of Goodwill. And even in our mission, it's the next step after just job training. We're trying to make sure that we build families, lives, and communities one career at a time by allowing people to use their God-given gifts through education, work, and career services. So what we're doing is we're simply taking people to the next level so they can get their education, so they can provide better lives for their families. Helms College specifically, we have a culinary arts program, we have a diploma and an associate's program. And our students, they actually run Edgar's Bistro. It's all connected. Edgar's Bistro is right beside Helms College, and it is 100 operated by our students. And they're open from 11 to 2. It's great food. I know it's about lunchtime, so I want everybody to head out. But basically allow students to just work their God-given gifts through food.
Okay. And, you know, I think a whole lot of people don't understand that the preparation of food is a profession, you know, because you got chefs, you got professional chefs, you got celebrity chefs, and then if that's kind of one's passion, then he or she can, you know, use Helms College as a vehicle to learn about and get educated about food. Now, how do you attract students, or what students do you want to attract, and how much what are the prerequisites for getting into Helms?
So we actually are accredited by ASSET, and what the accreditation basically means is we are eligible for Title IV funding. That's your grants, your scholarships for those who qualify. We are great for those who serve our country, so we have VA benefits. We have a Goodwill TA a program as well, so if people want to continue on their education. So we are looking for people who have a passion and a desire to become a chef. And we sit down, we have a financial aid advisor who sits and talks about their situation as well, and everybody's situation is different, but we just want everyone who has a passion for cooking and try to make that into a career. So in that, we have students who get on our website. We have students we have tours. We give tours. We're open Monday through Friday. And then we just have them come in and meet with an admissions specialist, and we just go from there.
Okay, so, I mean, that means, what kind of educational requirements does one need in order to be able to get into Helms?
Very good question. I'm glad you asked. High school diploma or a GED. In fact, even if they haven't finished their GED or high school diploma, we have a GED program inside of the college.
Wow.
So we try to help as many people as much as possible. And really, whenever they come in, we try to meet them where they're at and take them where they want to go. So we don't want to have any obstacles.
Yeah. What are the steps in teaching somebody? I know you're not a chef, but just how about the curriculum? I mean, what is that all about?
So we teach our students hands-on. They have to go through something called Serve Safe, so they understand the preparation of food. There's a knife skill session. They learn the front of house, back of house in a restaurant, how to operate it. They learn how to greet and meet people, mixology. So there's a plethora of things, but really everything that is needed to own a restaurant, have their own food truck, work on a cruise ship. We literally teach them any and everything that they want to know about culinary arts.
Okay, so culinary arts just does not deal with cooking.
Correct. That is
correct. So that's what a lot of people, that's what I thought, to be honest with you. So it deals with the whole gamut of food service. I'm kind of surprised to hear you talk about how it deals with all the elements of working in a restaurant.
All aspects. We want our graduates to be fully prepared. And no matter what aspect they want to do with culinary arts, there's so many opportunities, but we want to make sure they're well-versed so they can achieve whatever goals that they want with culinary arts.
So a person who owns a restaurant, a disestablished restaurant, a person who wants to start a restaurant, can learn a whole lot about the food industry, if you please, both from the back end to the front end through Helms College. That's kind of interesting to know. And even with, you're going to be bombarded with applications because you mentioned cruise ships. So, I mean, if a person wanted to enhance his or her opportunity to get a position on a cruise ship, then he or she could go to culinary college, and then and that would help to qualify that person for that. How long does it take really to get an associate, the other kind of degree that you offer?
So our diploma program is 44 weeks long, and our associate's degree is 77 weeks long. Sometimes we have students who would transfer in credits, and it takes a fewer amount of time for those individuals. But we do a variety of cuisine, and it's not just, it's everything from they learn Indian cuisine and Asian cuisine, and there's so many aspects to it. So cruise ships, depending on where you go, you can learn so many different things. So that is one that a lot of people are coming in wanting to do. So we're excited about it. Yeah,
I can tell. Well, talk a little bit about Edgar's Bistro. What is that?
So Edgar's Bistro is a restaurant. It's 100% operated by our students, our fourth quarter students. So basically when they come in, they learn the foundation, and they learn the knife skills, and then they build up to learn the hands-on experience.
Now, when you said knife skills, what do you mean?
So knife skills, so they have these knife kits that we give our
K-N-I-F-E?
K-N-I-F-E. Knife and life skills, and they're very sharp, and they're very nice sets. So we want to make sure, because there's a way to cut. There's specific ways to cut. We go in. It's not just going off and saying, I think I saw this show and this is how you do it. No, we have lessons, and our executive chefs who teach very strategically how to slice. So it's very interesting.
How to chop.
Yeah, how to chop.
Yeah, that's very interesting. So, it's an actual restaurant, right?
Yes, it's an actual restaurant. It's open to the public. Right now we're open from 11 to 2, and we have people coming in, and they get nice cuisine for a very affordable price.
Yeah, that's outstanding. So what should one do if he or she just want to learn more information about what's involved that we may not have covered?
Okay, well, we have a website, and we actually have, you can call 1-844-GO-HELMS, and you can follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at Helms College. So if you want more information, we invite you to come to our Tuesday tours. You can come any day, but we have Tuesday tours where people just come in and just take a tour of the facility to learn more about what Helms College is about.
Now, have you seen, some outcomes as it relates to students who have gone through Helms College and working in different places?
Yes. In fact, we have an event tomorrow with one of our graduates who came back and actually is now working for Helms College. And she's going to share her testimony at a little small event for our guidance counselors tomorrow. I've seen her and talked with her and spoke with her about how Helms College allowed her to fulfill her dream. So it's very rewarding, very rewarding. So I have seen people work in different aspects, and it's just because of Helms College, it's very rewarding.
And I'm sure a lot of them are hired in restaurants, not only in Central Georgia, but throughout the state and the country. Is there a wrap-up statement that you would like to say as it relates to Helms?
Well, I would just say that, sometimes it's okay to not know what you want to do, or to know what you think you want to do but not know how to get there. So we specialize in culinary arts, yes, but we really want to just make sure that we help as many people as possible. So a closing statement.
So it doesn't have to be culinary.
I was going to say a closing statement would be, you don't have to come visit us just if you want to be a chef, but if you just want to learn more about your career opportunities, we are open to talk to you.
That's outstanding. And your name again?
My name is Deondra Diggs.
And your title?
I'm the Director of Admissions for Helms College.
And the phone number?
It's 1-844-GO-HELMS.
1-844-GO-HELMS. Well, I really appreciate you coming. You've done an outstanding job.
Thank you.
And to learn more information, you can either go to their website, just Goodwill website.
Yes.
Just go to Goodwill website, 1844 Go Helms.
Go Helms. And just
call.
come on in, really. We want you to come in. We want to see your face. I really,
You're
yes,
located on
Eisenhower
yeah.
Parkway
Yeah.
in Macon, Georgia. We
Yeah.
have an Augusta location too. It's on Washington Road.
Yeah. This is a call to action.
A call to action.
I'm your host, Alex Habersham. I'm having interviewed Miss. I'm just messing with her name today. I call her Deondra, but her name is Deondra Diggs. Let me do that again. This is a call to action.
A call to action.
I have interviewed Miss Deondra Diggs, who's the Director of Admissions for Helms College. Have a great day.
Thank you.
Welcome to a special edition of A Call to Action. I'm your guest host, Charise, and I'm going to be interviewing someone that really doesn't need an introduction. He's the man behind the plan, Mr. Alex Habersham. How you doing, sir?
I'm outstanding, Charise. How you doing?
Good. So many good things going on, but I want to kind of hear about the new 25-year commemorative Little Georgia Black Page.
I thought you'd never ask. First of all, thank you for interviewing me and for your interest in trying to assist in getting the information out on the efforts of the Black Pages for 25 plus years. Thank you. And we've been doing it, and of course, anytime you can do any business for 5 years or 4 years, they say the threshold is 5 years. So you might make it if you can go 5, but we've been honored and blessed long enough to be getting ready for our special silver anniversary commemorative edition, which will celebrate our publishing for 25 years. Mind you now, it's not 25 editions, but we started really in 1991.
Wow.
And I know that's 26, but we'll celebrate. A silver anniversary sounds a lot better. So what we want to do this year is the next edition of the Black Pages will be a commemorative edition that will highlight the things that the Black Pages has done over the last 25 years.
Which is a lot.
Yeah, thank you. And what I thought would be proper is to acknowledge not only the Black Pages and its 25 years of service, but what we want to do is identify other businesses, African American businesses, that have been in business for 25 years, like the Harmons and the Grants and the Hutchins and other individuals. There's a guy who owns a body shop, Stevens Paint and Body. He's been in business over 40 years. And I think there should be some kind of commemoration, if you please, along with the Black Pages, of the success of being able to stand the test of time for 25 years.
But you contribute to that because with your Little Georgia Black Pages, people are able to see the businesses and go to them and know what's out there.
I thought you'd never ask. That's part of our mission on a serious note, is to try to support these businesses in a way that will help them stand the test of time, to stay in the business and to gain customers, and gain the support. My thing is, Charise, is that, we've got enough resources within our own community to uplift our community. If we were to pull together and work together and spend our money together, because as quiet as it's kept, and I kind of don't understand why we don't realize this. African American consumers in Central Georgia spend $3.5 billion a year.
Well, you can say it again. You said what?
3.5 billion.
Wow.
Billion. Yes. And if more of that revenue can be directed to African American businesses, then we would be better served. Now, that's not only to benefit financially the businesses, but it also benefits the whole community. A rising tide raises the whole ship, and it floats all the boats. So as we improve the economic base of our community, particularly those smaller minority businesses, that everybody benefits. So that's our mission and our purpose and our goal.
And you do so much, even with the business mixers. Did you have one recently? Did you have
Oh yeah, we had a business mixer. I thought you wouldn't ask. We had a business mixer last night.
Oh, okay.
You know, on the 18th at the Tubman Museum, and you know, and that kind of mirrors our objective for publishing the Black Page. But I'm really humbled that we've had the kind of support that we've had, because we wouldn't have been able to do it, you know, without community support. And I guess I need to hasten to say that we get some corporate support too, because there are many corporations who appreciate the role that African American consumerism plays in the entire community. So it's not separatist.
Right.
You know, everybody gains from this consumerism. And some of the corporate organizations and businesses think it would be a show, and agencies and institutions, that it would be a show of responsibility, you know, to be a part of the Black Pages, and they want to continue to receive part of this $3.5 billion a year that African American consumers
And it's
pay.
information sharing. You know, we have a lot of contract opportunities. They can look and see who
That's
does
correct.
what.
That's correct.
And it's just a really good service. Now, I do want to see them. Look at my little cheat sheet here.
Yeah,
I love
right.
some of these titles, okay? So you've done stuff like celebrating Black women in business, nonprofits, improving neighborhoods through family, community, and economic support. Now, how was that issue?
Well, it was outstanding. What we try to do, we try to highlight the individuals and the entities that delve into trying to improve their neighborhoods, you know, and deal with the families and the community. So, you know, one thing that happens is that I think information is important. So what we try to do, we try to project information on several different topics, because it's just as much education of the Black Pages is as it is economic. So what we do is we just, every year, we try to choose an important topic that we can provide more information on, like building downtown and Cotton Avenue and the youth. We did one on the young people who are destined to be great. So we continue to try to be relevant and significant.
And looking at these topics, you have your finger on the pulse of so many things that are happening during that year. So my question is, how did you get this vision? Because 25 years plus, you know, and to be able to make it fresh and new and really get the information out, how do you do it?
Because it's out there. There's so much going on in our community. And I'm not one to complain. You know, part of my philosophy is don't just stand there, do something.
Do something.
And that's what we can do. You know, we can help, we can improve. You know, we need support from different things, but I think, you know, there's an old saying, and you too young to remember this, but it says charity begins at home. So community improvement and support begins in our own community. So everybody can do something. And one thing that everybody can do, because everybody spends money. You know, you can go to the Black Pages, go to www.makingblackpages.com, or you can get a copy of the Black Pages. Incidentally, we're right at the brink, and that's why the deadline is near, of publishing this commemorative edition, so you need to do it early. But my point is that one can have a conscientiousness as it relates to saying, well, what can I do for my community today? You know, like I had an expression that said, have you hugged the black business today? And that's in an effort to create conscientiousness. And another expression, hashtag think Black Pages first. You know, and so we do that too in an effort to try to help the community and try to take advantage of all of these resources that we have in our own community.
And it's a lot out there. So when you put it together, your website is very user friendly. I do go to your website a lot.
Thank you.
And you do your business mixers. You have the Little for Black Pages. You have the call to action show. You do it all.
Yeah, and we do some electronic marketing. What we try to do, we try to be in the digital age, you know, it's hard for somebody in the digital age, particularly you understand what I'm saying? But we do recognize, realize, and embrace the importance of you know, digital promotion and advertising and things of that nature. So we got a website. We've also got we do email blasts. We've got over 12,000 emails on a database. We do that. We do social media, you know, and we have to market not only through the Black Pages, but any kind of event or organization or business that wants a combination of both print and digital, then we're capable of doing that.
Now, before we go to our second segment, I want to ask someone who's been in business so long, what short advice would you give to a new entrepreneur on, because it's, you know, it's tough. What
information,
okay.
Do the research, do your business plan, and then dedication. You know, it's tough. You got to be committed and you've got to be dedicated. And then the other thing that's important is relationships. You know, people buy people before they buy products. Some people will pay more to a person, you know, that's friendly and that's attractive and that's magnanimous, and you know, they'll pay more with that person than they would with another person who's not that, you know, but got a cheaper product. You know, not a better product, but a cheaper product. But they want to deal with people that they feel comfortable with and that they really want to help and do business with. So you got to have personality.
It's been a joy to, I cannot believe I've interviewed the interview. Because you interview everybody, so I appreciate this opportunity. And then I want to say this because I want everybody to join it, a call to action.
A call to action.